Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. Welcome, Payday.
Thanks very much. Now, Anthony Simons came in as a shy teenager. He said, people here have seen me grow up. Even those around me tell me, man, you've come a long way. You're becoming a man now. I'm coming out of my shell. I've grown a lot, and I'm out of the quiet stage. Now, I'm much more talkative. Kevin?
He is, and his game, David, speaks volumes by itself. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic, the pivot, with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, they've got Jones. Collins is out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the 4-man position. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Now, here's Thibault. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Grant kicks to Thibault. Pass to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Over Collins. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got the first points of the night for Portland.
Nurkic going to work inside, using all that size he possesses to his advantage.
The pass to Sohan. Shoots over Grant. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players.
No good on that one. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Famers.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's high, he stays high.
Clean pass by Keldon Johnson to set up the shooter beautifully. What a play.
Lillard, the pass to Thibault. Down low. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Johnson. Over Thibault. And the rebound by Nurkic.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Lillard against Jones. Here's Nurkic. The short one's on the money. Nurkic has got 6 points.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
Takes the 13-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll be going after this from AT&T Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Kevin Vassell out there with Devontae Green. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bassey in at the center position. 1:25 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers.
And one thing to like about Bates Diop is his ability to score from all three areas.
Greg, what I like is he's comfortable facing up, and he can put the ball on the floor. He's a strong cutter, and that kind of versatility goes a long way in the NBA.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. But they haven't made the last 3 postseason. Former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, "I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there." And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Spurs making a switch here. Wesley's checked in.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Passes it to Bassey. Here's Bates Diop. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now, here's Vassell. Not a lot of room. Off target with the jump hook.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Simons surveying the D. No good that time. And so that's the end of the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even, and trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. Taking a look at the Trailblazers, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And the Spurs with possession. They trail by 6.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that group.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Good on both. You know, Steve, the persistent growth of Keldon Johnson is pretty impressive.
It is, Kevin. He is obviously receptive to good coaching and is committed to finding success here in the league. Almost across the board, you see his stats creeping up season to season. The offensive IQ of Damian Lillard. Smart at analyzing defenses and understanding when to look to score.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Connects from three-point range.
I like how Grant can play up-tempo, reacting fast to capitalize off a hot pass.
Pass to Johnson. Covered by Lillard. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Simons. A second chance effort. And the layup is good.
Listed at 6'4", but Anthony Simons has a 6'9" wingspan, and that length certainly helps him on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it to Johnson. Jones against Lillard. Jones drives in and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
The handles. The defenders simply can't keep up with Lillard.
Jones in the post over Lillard. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Portland out in front as they end the period on a 9-0 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Collins. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Bates Diop in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Graham, the pass to Johnson. Over Little. Another shot. Collins trying to break free. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Johnson. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Sharp. Grant trying to break free. Missed inside. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
Great pass from Devin. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Trailblazers leading by 9. And the pass to Little. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Grant the pass to Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Lillard.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Lillard.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was the catalyst tonight.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Watford's checked in. Kevin Knox comes in for Nasir Little. Reddish, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Johnson in for Lillard.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Grant. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. But what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
Passes it to Knox. Johnson outside. Pass to Watford. And Wesley pulls it down. Here's McDermott. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Johnson surveying the floor. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Dane, how much do you challenge yourself?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...